Chronemics. Chronemics. Good day, everyone. Our group was assigned to discuss about chronemics. What comes up to your mind when you hear the word chronemics? How does chronemics affect the communication process? To elucidate on this matter, let's find it out. Chronemics is the study of the use of time. It is the role of the time in communication. There are different types of time: biological time, physical time, personal time, and cultural time. And also, status affects time usage. Biological time will be discussed by Angana Malachi J.
Biological time. Biological time is a time of various biological process. It is classified under hyponyms and hypernyms. Hypernyms is biological time which you use the word of is kind of, while hyponyms is each of the following is a kind of but using the biological time. An example of the biological time is if baths are taken at the right biological time, 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, they will aid the natural the circulation process and increase one's chance of not only falling asleep quickly but also of experiencing a better quality of sleep.
By the way, circadian rhythm is the name given to your body's 24-hour clock, internal clock. This internal clock controls your body's sleep-wake cycle. Next is the physical time, which will be presented by Natividad Laika Jane.
Good day, everyone. I am Laika Jane R. Natividad. I'm gonna share to you what is physical time. Physical time like a time in the day, days of the week, and season of the years. There are certain time of a day when behavior is acceptable and not acceptable. For example, in many parts of the world, it is inappropriate to drink alcohol and beverages during daytime hour, especially working hours. Hence the phrase, it is 5 o'clock somewhere. We also tend to use time differently. During holiday seasons, we have rituals and expectations, or at least doing with my family. If you haven't figured out, use of time is by culture. Thank you.
Third is the physical time, which will be discussed by Humawan Graciela.
Bashal Humawan, I'm gonna share to you about the personal time. Is any phrase I love to file analyze here said than done? It's then this one. Be sure to make time for yourself. No matter how many hours I put into my job, how much time I spend to trying to advance my career. There's always more work to be done. Why sit down and read the books? Fun when I could get ahead, start on answering emails and writing or networking. My constant desire to work come to a head when I start showing signs of burnout. It's a nation that while I was performing fine from the outside, I was slowly become exhausted, unmotivated, and inspired whoever every time I tried to take personal time. To recover, I found myself growing increasing anxious about not doing work. It soon became a vicious, unhealthy cycle. In my personal time, I'm giving free time to myself. I read books, I sort net, I go outside, buy milk tea, or even love to wander and close with nature. That's all, thank you.
And fourth is the cultural time, which will be presented by me. Across cultures, people perceive time differently. Time perceptions includes punctuality, interactions, and willingness to wait. In a cultural time, it is divided into two: the monochronic and the polychronic, which comes from its prefixes itself. Mono means one, and poly means many. In a monochronic time system, means that things are done one at a time. and time is segmented into small, precise units. Under this system, time is scheduled, well managed, and arranged. Monochronic time orientation is very prominent in North European cultures, Greece, Italy, England, Japan, and other Scandinavian countries. And also in America, they view time as a precious resource, not to be wasted or taken lightly. So, in comparison to that, polychronic time means several things can be done at once. For examples, typing while answering the telephones, taking notes while attending the class. Latin American, Arab, or South Asian and Native American countries are more on polychronic time system. Polychronic cultures are more focused on traditional and relationships rather than on tasks. As a result, they are much less formal of time perceptions. They are not ruled by schedules nor calendar. For further information, take a look at the illustration above. And lastly, we will know how does time affects time usage, which will be presented by Caballero Mariel.
Today, I'm Mario Caballero and I'm going to tackle how can status affect time. So there are three examples, which is waiting time, talk time, and work time. So in waiting time, for example, you're going to have a job interview. So as a lower status person than the interviewer, you'll have to arrive early and wait even if the interview turns out late. So same goes thing with the talk time and work time. So in talk time, higher status person can talk more than the lower status person. So mostly the lower status person, they're just going to listen while the higher person is talking. Same in work time. So in work time, the higher status person or the person that we usually call boss has more flexible time than
I hope you learned something in this video. Thank you for watching.